Had to use my gazebo making skills to create this gazebo. I'm a man of many talents, as you can see. Alright guys, so I hope you're all doing well. Just to show you a little update of a character I'm working on from a game, Edge of Disparity. So I'll show you how it goes. So yeah, this was the first character design I used in all his glory, on his little weapon there. And this was basically just to get the skeleton structure down and to get the code going for the animation blueprint and the blueprints for the character. It was meant to be like a placeholder first version, just so I could learn the code to create it. But he has served me well, and unfortunately he is an older version now. I thought a nice little touch would be, in the actual game I'd have all these different versions of the character, like sort of maybe hung up on the wall like a gallery sort of thing. So this was the first design I got from the first character artist I hired. At the time this was kind of what I was going for, but partly why the design turned out like this was because I didn't know what I wanted, and what I really needed to do was more research. So then after a fair bit of research I hired another character artist, and they designed the character more to what I like, especially the character on the left. This time I had a better idea of what I wanted to go due to putting in more research. As the character was in for a third person shooter, I wanted the character to look more rugged, as if they could take a few more shots. With the middle design, I like this because the design of the character had a mask, and I thought about when the character is in combat, a mask will appear around his face. This will not only signify to the player that they are in combat, but I think it'll also make the character look ready for combat, which I think would be a nice little touch. And the character artist also created a close-up of the head, which was more like the look I was going for. And here we have the final design, which I've been working on for 2 weeks, which, believe it or not, the design part takes the longest, mainly figuring out how to put all the parts together, how they will fit together in a kind of practical and natural way, which makes sense as if the character were in real life. You can see by the poly count on the top left, the polys are creeping up pretty slowly. This should be lower by the time I clean up the mesh and optimise it for the Unreal Engine. My budget is, let's say, about 80,000, and not much more than that. But the poly count, I believe, is around what you expect for this generation of games according to my research. Though the poly count isn't much of an issue as it once was anyways, it's still good practice to keep it pretty reasonable. I still have a lot to do, mainly finishing off the arms, the head, redoing the feet, optimising the whole mesh, then rigging and animating, which I hope to complete within the next few months. That was just a little glimpse of what I'm working on. It's going to take me another couple of weeks to get the character finished and animated. I think my problem was that I didn't do enough research this time around, and it clearly shows in the first designs. You can never do enough research, and when you do enough research, you'll set the foundation for you to build your game upon. So it's important that you never overlook your research. So if you like this video, put a like. If you dislike this video, put a dislike. And if you want to see more content, then subscribe. And hit the little bell icon thing, let you know all the latest updates. So I'll see you later.